Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Avery's Adventures. So, on this episode, we're fixing my trailer. This is an unplanned episode. I should have taken y'all on the adventure with me last night. What happened was, Chris Buddy from the Mercury episode and the Will It Start on the Wrecker, he got in a wreck yesterday. So, he called me and said, "Hey man, will you come grab me and, take my truck back to the house? I popped the brake line from just jamming on the brake pedal too hard." So I said, sure. So, got in the old trusty Dodge with the trailer and drove out to Columbia. He was on one of the main streets, 2 lanes on each side, and he was off on like the side parking lot that was supposed to be fenced off, but you could still get in there, and it was the easiest place for him to get to. So I snaked up in there, put him up on the trailer, and we left. And as I was leaving the parking lot, there was a loud bang at the back of the truck and the trailer scrape. I expected the trailer scrape, but what I didn't expect was that bang was my whole trailer jack leaving the trailer here. There was no, it was just a boom, gone. And it's sitting right here. So, we're gonna get this rig moved back down there so we can set the jack up in here and get her back in. So, let me get the truck started and we'll get back down there. See, the thing is, guys, it's not like I had this jack down low. No. This jack was all the way up here when it sheared off. Apparently somebody doesn't know how to weld. So, unfortunately, this whole piece is now bent. Yeah, you can see a cracked part of my weld right here on the back of the jack where the whole plate is. But other than that little crack, this pretty just set a crack. Well, my entire piece for the jack itself through the plate held up very well. This side doesn't look that good, but these sides look pretty good. So, I think what needs to happen, that's a perfect workstation right there for it. I'm come in with the grinder, lop this weld off, and we'll just fit her back up in there. Because I can drop a foot down, crank her up, and she'll fit right back. So, hold that. Alright, so we've got everything all cleaned up and prepped for paint. Not paint, what am I saying? Welding. Huh. Paint doesn't hold nothing. Cleaned up the sides of the rails here, and I got the jack all cleaned up as well. Got all the welds taken off down here. So I'm going to drop the foot down. Right there. These are on back up in here. And we'll just go up. You're only gonna grab on this side, aren't you? Well, I was kind of afraid of this. And the issue is, this whole plate is now bent. It's got a huge curve to it. So it drops down and it drops down. And it's not even wanting to touch right here. This side is exactly the same, drops down, drops down. So I'm almost thinking about tagging it right here. But I don't think we'll really need that. This is just a jack. This is just up and down. It's not supposed to have any lateral movement on it, except for when I'm sliding it across the pavement, of course. So I think we're gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna turn the welder on, get some heat into the welder so it's not going straight from cold to warm, and then we'll buzz this in. All right. Are you ready, kids? It came out half decent. All right, I got some tacks burned in. So let's try and fill some gaps. And now what I'm doing here is I'm going to run a bead 2 or 3 times so that I can build up the material, and then I can easily connect these. Like I said, I'm not replacing or bending this plate back. Don't tell me that. Well, that's no good. That means we're out of wire. But our trailer jack's back on. Alright, so this is not the prettiest welding job, but there's no porosity, there's no giant holes, there's no big mess ups. There's a little bit of a fisheye right there. I mean, there is some undercut right there on the top rail, but I mean, that's because I'm trying to build up the material from down here and then work it up here to then weld it. And I have less undercut in this weld right here than in that one right there. That is absolutely astonishing. That big cliffhanger right there, that's bad. And then if you come over here, I didn't get as much weld over here. I just kind of got it in solid, and then I moved over to the other side. But that's not too bad. It's good enough for who it's for. But I don't know, probably gonna run to the hardware store, grab some more wire. We'll zap in this side a little bit more, and then somehow I snapped the welds on this bolt. So I'd like to kind of, yeah, get that cinched down there a little bit more. So let me get some wire, we'll come back, get this all fixed up, and we'll continue on. All right, we're back here. Got some more wire, fed it through the machine. Already got the gun already set and good to go. So we're just gonna finish up a couple zaps right in here, and we're gonna call it good. And then we're gonna go back there, and right where you see that sticking up, we're gonna get that down and zap that down too. So I guess y'all can watch the sparks fly. All right, now it's not pretty, but then again, this whole plate was, you know, rounded, so I can't get in here and get a good solid bead all the way across. There's a huge, like, 1/2 inch gap right there, and again, it's not pretty, but it'll definitely hold a trailer jack. That's 70,000 pounds of tensile strength per square inch of weld, so we've got at least 70,000 pounds on each side. It's not coming off. So we're gonna move to the back. We come in here, do a little grind right there, clean off some of that metal right there on the top of that bolt, and I'll probably just stand on it. Maybe I'll put a C-clamp on it. I should probably put a C-clamp on it. We'll weld that up, and then last thing on the trailer maintenance list, I went ahead and grabbed some of these from Tractor Supply because that. So let's get her fixed up.
Guys, don't look at this. It's bright. So the batteries died on the GoPro, and I came back out here, and I've had this bird beating up on this passenger mirror of mine. And I can't figure out why. Literally flies down, sits here, goes peck, 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 peck. I hear you. He's back up in there somewhere. Beep, 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 beep. Tweet, 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 tweet. I don't know what's going on with him. Or her. I got it on Snapchat. I'll try and get the clip off my phone so I can get it in here and show you guys. But throw away all my trash. I got distracted. There. Now I gotta be careful, and I don't know why I did it after, but I need to tighten up this nut on this bolt, and I guarantee you it's gonna be hot. We got ourselves a 13. Lay down on the floor with me, guys. We'll just spin it around. Take it around town. Get around town. Alright. And that is tight. Oh. Now we can take our C-clamps off. We're fighting for space. We were. That keeps our deck down a little. Come on now. Get your little doggy out from under there. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. Now we're gonna move on to this right here. So let me size up these bolts and get the impact on her. Can you see me? 'Cause I can see you. Easy enough. Come on. One's out. Well, that's kind of chewed up, but we'll reuse it. That one's kind of chewed up, but we're not going to reuse it. Alright. got my nut. Get back. Thank you. Alrighty. Now, I'm loose too. I think what I'm going to do is come around with the floor jack and lift in front. As I lift in front, this one will drop down. And I believe this one will too. Alright, so I've come up with a solution. Bolt in. Hang on here. We do have enough threads here. I grabbed washers and everything. It's lying to me. Alright. Go on. Go on. Come on. We're almost there. Why don't you want to come down? Probably because the other side isn't coming down with you. Does that do anything for us? Yeah. Yeah, we can get that back together now. You know what? I don't want all my bolts to be mixed matched. I can put my impact on either side of this thing. Wasn't using my noodle, I guess. Alright, that one's good. So then we're gonna take make a bunch of funny faces while you're doing all this so you know it fits together. Come on. Make sure to use your hammer. There we go. And they fit right in there. Make sure I put the right nut on, not screwed up one. That's the right nut. Oh. Woo! One more. That's a little difficult on your arms. Alrighty. That's probably too tight, but it should be fine. Yeah. It moved. Now the question is, do we do the ones behind it? I think we... they got plenty of life left in them, and I got extras now. We're gonna leave the other ones alone for now, but I got more. So in case these ever break, I got them. I can change them. Took me, I don't know, 10 minutes. They're only 30 bucks, which I don't know. I don't usually like paying that much for just stuff that's laser cut, but there are 4 of them, so I mean that's like $7.50 a piece, which ain't too bad for 4 plates. So that's just me being stingy. And if we need more, they're at Tractor Supply. I can go get them. So, all right, sweet. Rebuilt. So we got the trailer all fixed up this episode. We got the new shackles in. We got the jack welded back on, and we got the deck board plate thing welded back together to its bolt and tightened back down. That's gonna do it for this episode, guys. If you like this episode, if you enjoyed what you saw, give me a thumbs up. I'm getting stuff all over my face, so I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Later.